Good morning. Glad to see everybody here. Even though the time changed, we got to talk to somebody about that. I don't know who makes the rules on that.
I just want to point out that the morning bell was the same first note of the song that we're about to start. Sorry, musician joke.
Please join us if you will.
We could all stand, please.
Use me.
Okay.
Oh God, I stand for you. And here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. I used to think God was the sun, God is the sun, but God's so much more than the earth or the stars or all of creation. God is creator, all in all need is to shine its light as me, as you, so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. All I'm saying is, command my hands. What must they do? Command my life. It's here for you. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator, makes all things new. And God needs us to shine its light as me and you. So use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do.
Luke, Frank, Kev Choice, thank you so much for starting off our day in such a beautiful way. My name is Rain Dugan. I am your announcer today, and I want to congratulate you all. We figured it out. We're a small and mighty group today. We might expect to see others come in right before the end of service if they haven't figured it out, but happy time change day. Well, and also welcome to the Oakland Center for Spiritual Living, where we teach spiritual principles and practices that nourish us, uplift us, and celebrate our oneness with all of life. Very special welcome to anyone joining us for the first time today. If you are here for the first time, and you can raise your hand, we have a welcome packet for you. All right, welcome. Maybe keep your hand up because gifts are coming around. All right. Robert. Thank you. Welcome to our center, and welcome to everyone joining us via YouTube Live and Facebook Live. We are glad you joined us as well. Make sure you sign up for our weekly newsletter so you can learn about all the fun things that we have going on here at Oakland Center. We start here by respectfully acknowledging that in the Bay Area, we gather on the traditional land of the indigenous Ohlone people. We honor with gratitude the land itself and the people who have stewarded these lands for countless generations. We also start by blessing our youth. So if you don't mind sharing this blessing along with me, saying it together. We bless all our children in the community and the world. We love you. We see you. We know the truth of who you are. You are unique expressions of God, and we are grateful to have you in our lives. And so it is. Okay, there is a lot going on this season, so I want you to take note of this. Amidst the headlines, which are not so happy, there's a lot of good. So here is the good news coming up. This is the season for nonviolence. If we ever needed it, it is here, January 30th through April 4th. This 64-day global observance honors the anniversaries of the passing of Mohandas Gandhi and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and it encourages us to take time each day to reflect on the principles of nonviolence and commit to creating peace within ourselves and the world around us. And our youth and family ministry is joining us at the end of service to share weekly affirmations. And I think my daughter is up today, so stick around. Also, it's Ramadan until March 19th, which is the most sacred month of the year in the Islamic culture. Muslims observe the month of Ramadan to mark that Allah, or God, gave chapters of the Quran to the Prophet Muhammad in 610. It is also Lent between February 18th and April 2nd, and this occasion encourages us to choose something that distracts us from staying grounded and fast from it during this Lenten time. Fast and pray for greater groundedness, focus, and serenity. It's also National Women's History Month, and today is International Women's Day. So this day and this month are recognizing the contributions of women in history and contemporary society, and enjoy and celebrate and recognize. Join our social justice ministry for our cross-community social justice gathering taking place this Wednesday, March 11th from 6 to 8 on Zoom. This fully virtual teach-in is hosted by East Bay Church of Religious Sciences Sacred Activism Ministry in partnership with Heart and Soul's Imagining Justice and our very own social justice ministry. And the event will explore what the ICE detention system is and is not, who profits and how it operates, how we can interrupt harm, and ways to support directly impacted people. Please check the Village News or our website, oaklandcsl.org, for the Zoom link. The Women's Spiritual Empowerment Group is back with one meeting per month after Sunday's service. The first meeting was in February, and the upcoming meetings are March 15th, April 19th, and May 7th. Drop-ins are welcome, and you can learn more on our website, oaklandcsl.org. More good news, mark your calendar for Sunday, March 22nd. It's not only community potluck, Bring a Friend Sunday, and the debut of Birthday Sunday, which I can give no more information about, but I bet you're as curious as I am, and my hunch is there will be cake, just thinking. It's also our annual meeting from 1 to 3, so come hear all the good news about how Oakland CSL Spiritual Community continues to reground and rebound. Come join us. Our March and April 26 nonprofit partner is Ever Forward Group, an after-school mentoring program for underserved youth to address youth development for young men from grades 6 to 12 in 63 local schools in the areas of academics, family, community, personal development, mentoring, and healing to reduce violence and dropout rates. Learn more about them and support their efforts by visiting everforwardclub.org. Visit the Spirit Treasure bookstore and be sure to check out our special 30% off table on books authored by women and books about goddesses across cultures as we celebrate National Women's History Month. Be sure to check our newsletter and our website for information about all you just heard and other things going on. And you can visit csl.org to see what's happening in the Centers for Spiritual Living Global Organization. Now, if you are willing and able, if you would stand with me, we will read our vision and mission statement together. And I just want to say, can I say something? Sorry, before we start, we say this every week, and it's so beautiful. But I was really realizing before service how much the world needs this vision. You know, always, but right now, I hope you all feel the power in it when we read it. This is transformational, and the world needs our vision and this transformation. Sorry to interrupt, but I hope you feel it. Okay. The vision of the Oakland Center for Spiritual Living is to joyfully reveal the love and oneness of God. We are a welcoming and inclusive spiritual community dedicated to individual transformation and collective growth. Our purpose is to love, inspire, and serve our community and the world through education, music, prayer, and play. And so it is. Have a great service.
I'm short now. Every day it seems like a little less. My name is Dr. Suzanne Dubois, and I am a practitioner at the Oakland Center for Spiritual Living. Welcome and good morning. And I have a couple readings for you. Yeah. Mary Baker Eddy says, divine love always has met and always will meet every human need. And Adrienne Marie Brown, sorry, I only got this a couple of minutes ago. We are in an arc towards justice that stretches beyond our lifetimes and imaginations. We must maintain that impossible, massive vision in every room we hold. And now if you would like to close your eyes, and I will pray. Just centering yourself in your seat, remembering and knowing that we are all enclosed in the grace and love of Spirit, that which creates out of itself all that is, every living being, every so-called non-living being, rocks and stars, and all the molecules in the universe and all the space in between. All of it is part of Spirit. And I know that we are, in that way, part of Spirit. Every single one of us, each of us in your seat, just know you are one with Spirit. And taking a breath, just taking that in, knowing that today is perfect, that what we've come here for is here. And every song, every prayer, every word spoken by Dr. Michelle Sunshine Coleman is perfect, and you receive exactly what you came here to get. I am deeply grateful for the presence of this community and everyone in it, near and far, who are joining us in this effort and this knowledge of oneness. thank you. I thank all that is in deep gratitude, overflowing. And I know that these words and all the words of today fall like seeds on rich soil and always, always manifest into reality. And so I let go and let God. And so it is.
Heavenly body, flesh this time. Born to love and born to shine. Heavenly body, flesh as me. Born to dance, born to be free. Born to fly, born to fear. Born to cry and born to heal. Born to fly, born to fear. Born to cry and born to heal. Heavenly body on the screen. What I desire in this scene is to play the part I came to play. Share some love along the way. Born to fly, born to care. Born to fly and born to share. Born to fly, born to care. Born to cry and born to share. So searching, so searching. I know what made the stars and moon above. It's deep within my soul and it really loves me, really loves me. Born to fly, born to feel, born to cry and born to heal. Born to cry, born to feel, born to fly and born to heal. Heavenly body, flesh this time. Better love, you better shine. Heavenly spirit, flesh as me. Born to love, born to be free. Born to love, born to be free. Born to love, born to be free. So searching, so searching. I know it made the stars and moon above me. It's deep within my soul, and it really, really, really loves me, really loves you, really loves me,
That's a new one, Luke. I haven't heard that one. I like it, I like it, I like it. That's Luke Monfrank and our maestro, Kev Choice. Give him some love. Well, grand rising to all of you and welcome to the Oakland Center for Spiritual Living. I am your proud, and very proud spiritual director, and I really am blessed to be here and to be leading this organization with all of you, for we're all leaders. So thank you for standing in as a leader here. I need to thank Nancy Hester, who just so loving. Where are you, Nancy? Are you in the audience? There she is back there, these beautiful flowers. She just puts them together with love. She decorates my door in the back. I'm spoiled, I admit it. Keep it coming. I love it. She always asks me, do you need some lunch? Do you know? So she and Rev Deb are competing. I love it. Okay, let's take a community breath, if we will, together. By exhaling right where you are. Taking in a nice deep inhalation intentionally. When you get to the top, let it out with a sigh. Let's do it twice more. You two live streamers, breathing it in intentionally, letting it out with a sigh. Once more, take in even more air and let out an even bigger sigh. As we sink into the breath for just a moment and allow it to come in and out, there's nothing that we need to do but allow. It is the gift of life. We thank you, Pachamama, Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, for this breath. Let us not take it for granted. We breathe together as beloved community. And this morning, I'd like for us to take a moment of silence after I tell you what we're taking a moment of silence for, because we're doing this intentionally. We're doing it as a community. We're doing it knowing that it vibrates out and heals the world. And so I want to acknowledge, in particular today, the growing war in the Middle East that now involves the United States. And as I was preparing for this and feeling into it, I thought of wars in other countries, in other regions for that matter. And so I looked it up. And there are wars for terrorist insurgency. There are wars for political unrest. There are wars for ethnic violence, drug war, civil war, border conflict, and a combination of some of these things. And here are the countries that are worth speaking out loud for us to hold it in our hearts with peace. Iraq, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Dominican Republic of the Congo, Iran, Tanzania, Thailand, Uganda, Algeria, Angola, Morocco, Ivory Coast, Cameroon, Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, Chad, Benin, Rwanda, Tunisia, Togo, Libya, Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Palestine, South Sudan, Mexico, Afghanistan, Haiti, Colombia, Ecuador, Ethiopia, Myanmar, Sudan, Yemen, Mozambique, Somalia, Central African Republic, and Pakistan. Someone sent me a declaration for coherence and peace for the Middle East, and I read it and we hold it in our hearts with peace, if you're willing, for all these countries and for the more. Be in prayer with me right now. We stand in stillness and acknowledge the living web that connects all peoples, all lands, and all generations. Where conflict arises, it reveals fractures in the human story, fractures that call for courage, wisdom, and compassion. We offer this moment as an act of intention, that clarity replace confusion, that restraint replace escalation, and that the spiral of life moves again towards balance. Where fear, anger, and power struggle, dominate, suffering multiplies. Where dialogue, responsibility, and conscience arise, pathways open. History shows that cycles of violence cannot sustain themselves forever. Each generation is given the choice to continue the spiral of harm or to redirect it toward repair. May those who hold influence and decision-making power remember their responsibility to life itself. May they choose restraint where escalation tempts them, and wisdom where pride would otherwise prevail. May civilians be protected. May those suffering find safety. May communities discover the courage to rebuild trust where it has been broken. Peace is not created by words alone. It is created through the daily choices of human beings. So we commit in this moment to act in ways that strengthen coherence in our own lives and community, to listen before judging, to value truth over propaganda, to support cooperation over division, to stand for dignity in every human being. In doing so, we contribute, however modestly, to the gradual restoration of balance in our shared world. The spiral of history bends slowly, yet every act of clarity and compassion nudges it toward a more humane future. May wisdom guide those who lead. May courage sustain those who suffer. May humanity remember that the future is still being written. A moment of pause. Blessed be. Thank you. We were talking in the pre-service room about our philosophy of the science of mind in doing what we just did to acknowledge war. It's the both and. Let it be a strength that we can come together as beloved community during these times in this way. That prayer was written by Christoph Melchizedek. I have to say it slowly. He's a mystical shaman of the Neo-Shamanic Society. Thank you for sending that. Takes all of us. I hear you. And I want to continue in the practice of us supporting one another. I want us to stand for each other in beloved community. And the way we can do this is for you to go greet several people and look them in the eye, whether you touch them or not. But it doesn't even have to be words to say, I see you, I love you, I'm here for you. Please, if you will, and if you can't move around, you can stay seated. Please be sure and greet those who are seated. Thank you so much. Live streamers, hopefully you were able to feel the energetic and to hold us in love and know that we hold you in love. Know that I love you, that you could be somewhere else right now, but you choose to tune in to us. That includes if you're seeing us after the fact on the recording. It's such a good thing. I want to let you know early so you can be aware of it, because I want to sell out. Right? We have an event coming up. Y'all have been really supportive when I say that some kind of way. So I'm saying it in advance so you know. May 2nd is a Saturday. We have 3 events that are great events that we're going to have. It is World Labyrinth Day. We have a beautiful labyrinth in the rear, and we have a certified labyrinth, I don't know what the title is, she's certified. Lonnie Krantz is going to lead us in a workshop and a walk so that everyone around the world reminds you of the Peace Day, Peace Prayer on the last day of the year at 4 a.m. Everybody's still kind of, well, I don't know if everybody, but many people pray. Wherever the local time zone is, we'll be walking the labyrinth at 1 p.m. our time. And so join us for that. And then we're going to have a vocal workshop so that all of this is about peace. We're going to walk for peace. We're going to lift our voice to peace. So there will be a vocal workshop. And then here we're going to have a sound experience. We had one before and people seem to really enjoy it. We're going to have someone playing gongs and percussions and a flautist, and we have someone with a didgeridoo and some crystal bowls and chanting. It'll be lovely. So that's Saturday, May 2nd. You heard it here. You'll get more information. We've been studying this year forgiveness and love, and we have 2 books. For those who are new, you can buy them in the bookstore. I believe Linda still has some. 365 forgiveness is what I'm calling it, and 365 self-love. There they are. Let us declare together a snippet of today's readings if you're willing. Are you willing? Yes. Okay, those of you who don't know and are here for the first time, I like call and response. So that's great. Let us go together. Today, I am willing for healing to take place in ruptured relationships. My willingness to make amends speaks to my spiritual growth and desire for honesty. I have been doing the best that I can. And now self-love. We have a responsibility to ourselves to live in our truth. We must voice our opinions, express our feelings, and live truthfully, not for anyone else, but for ourselves. And so it is. I beat you, Larry. We follow the Centers for Spiritual Living global themes, and this year we are doing what? We are open at the top. We're going to do that twice more if you're willing to do it with me. You come from the root chakra, right? And we rise up, open at the top. We are open at the top. We're not only doing that for ourselves and for each other, but we're signaling the universe. When you do something like that, and when you speak your affirmations and speak your word out loud, that's why you have to watch your word and what you say and what you think, because you're telling the universe, you're co-creating with the universe, with our principles. So that's why we do that. I want to start with, before that, let me tell you what the themes are. They're juicy this month. They always are. There's always a way to make anything juicy, right? That's what I think. The monthly theme is what if? What if? And this week's theme is traveling in a world of my creation. So I want to start with Audre Lorde. Anybody heard of Audre Lorde? Here's what Audre Lorde has to say. Had a lot to say about a lot of things, but I chose this one. When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid. So there's 3 parts to traveling in a world of my creation. Traveling in a world and my creation. That's the way I'm approaching it. So traveling. When we talk about traveling, the author of these titles could have chose another word. You could just be in a world. You could do anything else in a world. They said traveling. Traveling is moving. It's not static. It's flexible. It's shifting positions. It allows for fluidity, movement. It allows you to be mobile, agile. This, to me, is where infinite possibilities are. We can find them, the infinite possibilities, and they can find us when we're willing to be agile and move. This is where, well, it's not where I get my term keeping soft knees, but it fits in here, right? I believe that when we have our feet rooted and planted solid, we're rooted, planted solid, and keep soft knees, don't straighten them so that they don't buckle, then we get to move and billow. Right? Like the trees do, and not snap. Forgiveness to me is one of the practices that we're studying this year comes in this place of this infinite possibility state or this traveling state, flexibility, because if you're rigid, you're not going to forgive anybody. You're going to hold on to your position and say, I'm right, and there's that. Even when in your own self, if you choose to admit it, you know you're wrong. And there's some times where you knew you were wrong, but is your pride going to let you admit that? Flexibility will allow you to lean in, like I always say. I feel like I always repeat the same things, but it's what I believe. If we lean in and say, what if that is true? What if I am wrong? Then you get to hear how to correct it. You get to hear how to shift your position. You get to shift your position because you get to be flexible if you're willing to travel and move. There is, well, I have this here for a reason, and I'm trying to see why I have it here. Must be a good thing to tell you. The title. Oh, that's right. The title of today's reading, we read a portion of it in the Forgiving book. The title of it is Willing. To be willing, to be willing to surrender, to be willing to. We have to want to, or else it's not going to happen by itself. It won't. And so here's what I wanted to read a little more of that reading for today. My acknowledgement that I may have hurt someone else in no way disparages me. I may have also been hurt, and I extend the same understanding to myself that I do to others. We have all been doing the best that we can, but I'm adding, don't let that be an excuse. We're doing the best that we can, so I'm excused from doing right. No, that's not what I mean. Don't let it be a justification. We're doing the best that we can, so then I'm justified for whatever else. No. Let yourself be acknowledging that I'm doing the best that I can. Forgive myself if I didn't do better, and do better. My willingness, as she goes on to say, my willingness to make amends speaks to my spiritual growth and desire for honesty. Making amends to others sets things straight with myself. Let me read that again. Making amends to others sets things straight with myself. If you want to be in this world and make it a world that works for everyone, give up on holding a grudge for somebody else, including yourself. I'm not only talking to you, I'm talking to me. This is the way we're going to do it. Not holding on, but letting ourselves travel and move and let it go. This is what traveling means. Okay, the next part. Remember, traveling. In a world. In a world. Is it a small, small world? Or is it a vast open space of intrigue and imagination? It's both. When you go to Disneyland, the small, small world, I don't even know if they have it there anymore. Anybody been to Disneyland lately? Is it still there? Oh, nobody's been? We better go. Maybe that's the group trip we need to do. I'm talking about traveling. But even in the small, small world, it was a huge world of imagination, right? I spoke last week, I was talking about imagination. I spoke about the Rainbow Room. The Rainbow Room is a world that's built from my imagination, and my beloved and I built on it, and we really had a great time in the Rainbow Room. What is the Rainbow Room? It's just a place that I chose to go and unwind in my world of fantasy and imagery. And y'all know I like sparkles, so it had sparkles in there, and rainbows and floating landscapes and big rocking chairs on the ocean and sitting in the sun, being able to leapfrog over clouds. In my imagination, other than the worldly things that we do, so that I could unwind, so that I could travel in my own world, right? Nobody can take that from you. They don't even have to know about it unless you tell them. But sometimes it helps to talk about it. Well, and then of course, as I was along this track, I thought of A Whole New World soundtrack. Some of the Disney movies have the best soundtracks in the world, right? A Whole New World. Y'all remember that song, anybody? Wish I could sing it to you, but I won't. But there's a couple of things in that Whole New World, the lyrics that said, a new fantastic point of view, unbelievable sights, soaring, tumbling, freewheeling through an endless diamond sky. If we can allow our minds to travel there, then it can lift us up from the heaviness that we're in without bypassing where we are in the world. That's not what I'm saying. But we don't want to dwell there necessarily. We have to figure out how to do it both and. This is the revisionist myth-making that I talk about, the storytelling method that's in feminist critical theory that enables the storyteller to rewrite the narrative of oppression, to transmute that trauma. Okay, traveling in a world, I'm seeing it in the sky, y'all see it? Traveling in a world, what? Of my creation, my creation. The place, this is the place that we can use our God-given abilities of volition and choice. We have, as human beings, volition and choice. We can change our mind in the next moment. It might be hard. It might not be the easiest, but we can do it. Right? When we forget, we come back. Isn't that what we do in spiritual practice? When we get off the horse, we get back on the horse when we remember. When we're in meditation and we realize that we've fallen asleep and we wake up in a start, it's like, ooh, that's not the problem. That's not the point. The point is that you remember. You remember to come back. That's choice. And when we pair that with our creativity and the creative process, which is a spiritual quality that we thrive on here in the science of mind, we build something with our choice. This is my creation. In some of the science of mind classes, some of you may remember that there's a graph that you end up building that shows you how my world got to be the way it is. What was my role in that? You know, you're complaining about how your world is. What did you have to do with it? It's about owning your own accountability, then you can change it. This is how you express authentically. And in my language, this is what I've told you about for those of you who have come regularly, my putter process, P-U-D-R, putter. Peel, uncover, discover, and recover your true self, putter. Peel, uncover, discover, and recover your true authentic self. What's going on down there? What's going on underneath? Many of us don't even know. And then we wonder why our prayers aren't answered. And if we get still enough and we listen to ourselves, then we can hear how we're sabotaging our own self. In the rainbow room, we get to do a do-over. You can do that here and now, do a do-over. If you don't like the way something happened or what was said, go do it over. If you said something to someone that you don't really like, go talk to them. Someone called me the other day and did that very thing. And told me why they were calling, and this thing had happened a while back. And they said, well, it's just been on my mind. And then it popped up that I needed to call you, and I called you, and I just wanted to say that I could have handled that differently. I could have done that differently. Do you know the power in that? That's forgiveness, too. Forgiving ourselves. Parker Palmer says this: before I can tell my life what I want to do with it, I must listen to my life telling me who I am. Who are we really? So when you put all this together, traveling in a world of my creation, or traveling in a world of our creation, because we're in beloved community, and if we ask the question, what if, what came to my mind is, when we imagine what a world that works for everyone, we say it all the time, but it can be jargon if we're not really visioning into it or doing something about it. What does that look like? What does that feel like? What does it smell and act like from a visioning perspective? That's what we say in visioning for the questions that we ask. What does it mean for a world that works for everyone? I want y'all to think about that. What does that mean? And I asked Rev Deb if she has a mic in her hand. Ooh, isn't that convenient? What does it mean? What does it look like? If you just stopped and thought about it right now, even if you haven't thought about it before, and if you embraced the notion of a world that works for everyone, what does that look like? Let me see a hand of somebody that wants to share. Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Reverend Jerry. For me, I had a beautiful reminder this morning when I went to pray youth and family in, because that's one of our activities of the Sunday morning. And their word for the day that they're working with is kindness. So for me, it's loving kindness.
Mm-hmm. Loving kindness. I love that. Somebody else, y'all engage me. Come on, flatter me. Okay, I see there's a hand, and then I see Nancy's hand in the back.
So for me, a world that works for everyone is a balance of resources, that there aren't the have and have-nots. It's equal, and the abundance of the universe reveals itself in that way. Everyone is met with what their needs are, and they live humanely and with dignity.
Love it. Okay. I see Cheryl and then Nancy and maybe Christopher, and then I'm coming over here. Oh, I see Juju over here. Mm-hmm. That's right. Give Rev Deb her exercise today.
I'd like to see a world where old, dominant males are not willing to send other people's children off to die.
And talk about the war. Yes, that the wars that we acknowledged earlier. Thank you, Cheryl. Nancy.
Mine is very simple. Patience and acceptance for everybody.
Say it again, Nancy.
Patience and acceptance for everybody.
Patience and acceptance. Kindness. Here's a hand right here, and Robert. See, once they get the hang of it, then now y'all want to talk, huh?
As I see it, a world that works for everyone is a world that prioritizes play and creative expression. And in one of those slides, it had the word play, and I was like, yeah. And
that's our vision statement, actually. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. You see what we're doing here, by the way, before you speak, Robert. You see what we're doing. We are planting the seed just like we planted the seed of peace together.
There's a lot of different aspects to this: economic, political, social, cultural, but the one that I want to emphasize is a respect for the environment, a respect for Mother Earth, a recognition that we are part of nature, we are not dominion over nature, and so that we do not exploit the resources that we have, but we use them in a sustainable way.
Love it. You know, I want to go to Juju. Can you go to this side? Y'all are not exempt over here. This gentleman spoke right here, but we're coming back over here. Can anybody relate to some of the things that have been said? Would that work for you, some of the things that have been said, a world that works for everyone? Let me hear you. Yes or no? Yes? Okay.
I just want to share something that my grandmother has always said to me, and she said, "You are blessed to be a blessing." And the accountability is that if we are always wanting to be open to give, to bless others, to pray for others, to stand with others, then we will receive that back. And so then it's an interchange between you and I always.
Doesn't that sound like the law of circulation? What you give out, you get back. It works that way. Yes,
In my imagination, I see us as a stew. We're all this fine vegetable that's strong and powerful, and we're stirring around, but something isn't quite right. We need some salt in there. So we are salt.
We are salt. Okay. And we got a metaphor going. Anybody else on this side? Then we're coming over here and we'll finish. Andy? Thanks, Rev Deb, for being the mic runner. Let's give her some love.
I would love to see and be part of a world where we all endeavor to accept the job of getting over ourselves more and more over the course of our lives, and in so doing reveal the truth of ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you so much. I saw a hand over here. Nancy.
I would like to see this world, everyone in it, to go back and open their hearts and open that heart with love. And like the pathway that you were talking about earlier, Reverend Sunshine, is that start those paths, these new paths with love, and let everyone fall into that love and see where we go.
Yes, thank you. One more from this side. Who's it gonna be? Last one. Give me a last one, or else I know some of your names. Okay, Susan, I was looking at you too.
I see a world where adult body autonomy is protected and consent is taught and respected, and children's innocence is always protected.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And let's give everybody some love that spoke. Thank you, Rev Deb. And live streamers, I want for us to work on being able to interact with you too. So that's going to be in our future, some kind of way where we'll get your voice in here. And let me ask you this, is there anything of the things that you heard today that we can do or that y'all are already doing? Kindness, patience, love, consent, prayer, blessings. I heard, some of it we need to work on, like, Cheryl, I'm thinking about what you said. That's a big chunky one. But that doesn't mean that we can't do it. If we can imagine it, we can do it. Don't you think? Mm-hmm. Thank you for obliging that. And when we talk about traveling in a world of my own creation and how I broke it down and coming into the audience, I was reminded No King's Day is coming up on March 28th. And whether you've been out there never yet, up until now, or every time, this is a new time for you to be able to create a new sign and a new point of view, or go with your current one, but check in. What is it that you have to say or want to say? We get to show up with a new sense about us in every moment. That's the choice piece. And what will it be? What will your sign say? Not only at No King's Day, what will your sign say in life? What is your banner for your life, for your livingness? How does forgiveness and love factor into this? What can you be doing actively right now, even if you just heard for the first time about forgiveness and love? How can you engage in this party that we got going? So, we get to look at the individual and the personal, but we also get to look at the communal and the community of how we show up together. What is it that we're looking at? Where are we looking from? What is the mental equivalent of it? How do we flip the narrative? What are we saying and how do we flip it so that we're looking at what it is that we want? Someone sent me a clip of Abraham Hicks. Have you ever heard of Abraham Hicks? How many of you? Yes. And it was on healing, but it was basically saying, what are you focusing on, where you want to be or where you are? Where are you? And future focus is good. It's not that they weren't saying that it wasn't, but are you not embracing where you are and loving yourself up right here in this eternal now moment, as opposed to looking over there? All right. Are you allowing the wellness versus getting rid of the illness? Yes, and Holmes does talk about that, right? How are we looking at that? All this matters. Rather than focusing on getting rid of the thing that I do not want, they said focus on allowing the thing that I do want. It's semantics, but it has an energetic to it as well. Energy, they talked about energy. Energy is always in motion. Remember traveling? We were talking about traveling. The traveling, energy travels. So that's how we're able to change change our thinking, change our lives. And that's true, right? We're able to because there's energy in motion. There's laws in motion that we can use. This is the science of mind principle. So how can we live in a world of our creation, let alone travel in it? What do you really believe? What are you believing in this eternal now moment? So all I'm saying is to check your thinking. I'm checking mine too. See what you're telling yourself in the underneath. Is it in alignment with what you are trying to demonstrate? And if not, you get to change that. It's pretty simple, right? So I leave you with this quote by Ernest Holmes from this thing called You. You need not mold your life after another. Trust yourself. Believe in your direct relationship with life, and you will not be disappointed. Do not wait. Today is the time to start. And I would even say right now. You can start right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Everybody say right now. Right now is the moment. Oh, let's do it again. Right now is the moment. It is. And he finishes off with, right where you are is the place to begin. That's the point. So, beloveds, let's pray it up, shall we? I invite the practitioners and the ministers to surround the congregation, and Eliza Young is running up the aisles to bring the prayer box because she knows the truth and she holds it. You know, I hope you got your prayer in there because she's ready and revved up. Even if you didn't, it's in there in consciousness. And I invite you to know beyond yourself. Like Andy said, we need to get ourselves out of the way, get over ourselves. Move our bloated nothingness out of the way, one of our great thinkers said. To know the truth about the truth about the truth. Because the truth simply is. That's the nature of God. Whatever you may call it, spirit, divine, essence, holy one, magnificence. Reverend Victor Postalaki used to call it Papa. Some might call it Mama. Whatever you call it, just call it. Just know it. Just allow yourself to know your connection to it. That it is everywhere present. That it simply is, period. Nothing else has to go beyond that, because this magnificence of life is eternal. It is forever expressing. It is here, it is there, it is everywhere present. It is in the keys that Kev is playing, in the consciousness and the expertise through him that knows what to do, and through him that knows to get out of the way to hear and to feel what he needs to do. It may be different than his mind is thinking, but spirit, when we allow it, simply flourishes because it's already perfect. It's already perfect within us. We are all connected to it, through it, as it. And so together we know today and give thanks today for this truth, for being reminded, for being informed, for dwelling in the seat of the Most High and allowing it to do that which it does so well. And so I proclaim that every prayer request in this box that Liza Young holds is already blessed. Every prayer request on each of our hearts is already blessed and anointed. And so we simply rest in this knowingness of the truth. Where two or more are gathered, the Holy Book says, there in the midst is the Christ consciousness. And so we are knowing together as the beloved community of the Oakland Center for Spiritual Living that this prayer is already complete, that every prayer is already answered, that the silence that we held this morning acknowledging the wars around the globe are already beheld with peace and love. Whatever needs to happen to shirk the violence and the disruption and what the corruption and the greed and all the things and all the stuff. We focus in on what it is that we want to proclaim, and that which we know, and we know that peace prevails. Love is a great multiplier, and that all things are working together for the greatest and highest good. And so I know this on behalf of our Bruce Bluen. Health, healing, and wholeness lifts him up right now from where he is into that great perfection that he already is in God. I am knowing peace and serenity for any and all ills of our world. And as Robert mentioned, I bless our Mother Gaia for all of her resources and her beauty and the unconditional love that she continues to give to us and to provide to us, even though, I won't even finish that sentence. And so we bless and we lift all life in all forms. And so now, beloveds, is the time that you get to co-create this prayer with me by offering your voice, if you're willing to lift it, by saying your name and the names of those for whom you would like to include in this prayer. Please lift it now in this prayer vortex of love. And as these names continue, like a sweet cacophony, we can see them lifting up into the divine ethers, being held and loved and responded to. Resources already provided. Whatever the need is, it's already fulfilled. That is what we know for sure. Still hearing the names. Keep them coming. And so, beloveds, in gratitude, with so much thanks, we can let this word go because our work is done. We've named and claimed and declared and stated, and so we just let it be. We send it forth into the loving arms of love and law, knowing that it activates and it motivates and it stirs it around and goes, poof, voila, it is done. And it blesses and anoints us with miracles and blessings and all the good things that Juju's grandmama told her. I am so grateful for this, and we let it be. However you'd like to close this prayer so that you know it's inked and stamped by God, what would you say? And so it is. Amen. Blessed be. Yes, it is. Praise God. Poof, voila. Thank you, practitioners and ministers. Reverend Jerry, we didn't talk about it, but can I have you do your magnificence here? You're ready. It's all good.
Thank you, Robert.
Thanks, Kat.
You know, I just love our community because we all help one another so beautifully. That's why things flow easily and effortlessly for us as a community. We're truly blessed here. And I'm Reverend Jerry, and I'm excited to be here for our conscious giving time. Woo-hoo-hoo, yes. This is a time when we have the opportunity to practice the spiritual practice of generosity, because we know generosity opens us up to greater goodness. And we get to support our community in the beautiful service that Reverend Dr. Sunshine Michelle just delivered and delivers all the time. So we are blessed, are we not? Yes. Okay. So before we do our giving affirmation, I do invite you to hold your gift to your heart. I also want to plug our Conscious Giving Pledge Campaign. There's still time to give. And if you've already filled your card out and don't have a star on our poster, see me over there. Let's get your star up there just to show how beautiful our congregation is giving to this community. So hold your gift to your heart. You know we have a lot of ways to give, as you've seen many times here. On our website, there's a donate button, and at that donate button is several ways to give: text to give, Zelle to give. Just mail in your gift or bring it up to the basket and participate in this spiritual practice. It's really freeing and wonderful. So as we prepare for our affirmation, please join me. There is no limit to the source of our being, nor to its willingness to manifest more of itself through us when we are willing to do its will, and so it is. I invite you to come up once this amazing music begins.
Hey, Mother God, flowing through our hearts, we give thanks for the bread of our lives, for the hands in the earth, and the fruit of your womb. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, thank you for this day, for the love that you wash over me, and this joy in my heart I will share with the world. Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Mother God, flowing through our hearts, we give thanks for the bread of our lives, for the hands in the earth, and the fruit of your womb. Mother God, blessed. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, thank you for this day, for the love that you wash over me, and the joy in my heart I will share with the world. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. 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 Blessed be. Blessed
if we're not grateful for anything else, we have to be grateful for this music. So I'm here to say thank you. Thank you to everyone who participated today. All the people who worked beforehand, behindhand, and in between. And that includes all of you for being here and participating in this service today. And if you're visiting us here for the first time and have not received a packet, there are more packets out in the entryway. So please pick one up. And I'd like to remind you that we have practitioners who are available right after service in the prayer center, which is at the back of the room. You'll see somebody ready to greet you there. I think it's me, I'm not sure. So come on down. We love to pray. Get a 3-minute miracle. And there's also practitioners who will pray a full session with you, and the cards and pictures are in the education building across the way. And please check our website for more information about that if you need to. You can also get a prayer through the Ministry of Prayer, and you saw up here with the prayer box, it's back on that side of the church, and you can fill out a little paper and get your request prayed over for the next couple of weeks. And now we have something really special, although I don't see. Okay. They will appear. So since, as we said, it's the season of nonviolence, and the youth ministry is participating in that, and we have a young lady, Marnie Dugan, who's going to come up and talk. Mari. I'm going to get it right one of these days. I actually use as an excuse the fact that I'm in the middle of cataract surgery and I can't really see too well.
Hi, my name is Mari Dugan, and I'll be reading for Day 38 of Seasons of Nonviolence. Today's word is kindness. The quote for today is, "It is difficult to give away kindness. It keeps coming back to you," said by Court Flint. Now please read this affirmation with me. There is no place and no person for whom a little extra kindness would not be welcome. Today I practice random acts of kindness and delight in the boomerang effect. The practice for today is to do something kind for someone for no reason other than to be kind. Bring beauty to a place where it may be needed without letting anyone know that you were the one who did it. Write about how it felt and then share a story with someone. Kindness means to me is the voluntarily act of being friendly or generous towards someone without expecting a reward or just an acknowledgement back. You're just doing it for simply just doing it. Thank you.
Good job, and thank you. And now if everyone would join me in the closing affirmation and stand if you're willing and able. I am blessed to have the benefit of volition and choice. I can start over again and again and again. And so it is.
If we could remain standing for our last song, and we are truly grateful for the opportunity to be in service as musicians, as creative expressionists. A really divine spirit, that brings us here every Sunday to be with you. So we give thanks for you allowing us to be creative vessels as part of this service. So thank you. And also just, we feel the blessings, the love from you all. Luke just had an amazing show in San Jose Jazz a couple of weeks ago. He was given a grant, an award as a San Jose Jazz awardee. Had a sold-out show in San Jose performing. I just did 2 sold-out shows last night at SF Jazz and have 2 more tonight. So, we're just grateful to be in this space, and this song is always appropriate. I always think of Reverend Jeff, and just all of the people who have blessed us with their gifts, with their love, with their vibration and frequency. And we take that out into the world and spread that to all of these spaces that we get to contribute as creative. So just want to thank you and let you know that your energy and vibration comes with us as we go out into the world, and let that be a reflection to you all as well. So take the energy of the words to the prayers and take this out in the world, because that will cause a transformation in the world is the energy that we have in this space.
That's what the world needs now for sure. Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surrounds us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say that we rest in God and say amen.
Say it like you mean it, y'all.
Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Say amen.
Beautiful Sunday. Happy Women's Month, Women's Day, International Women's Day, which is actually today. Celebrate the beautiful women and the goddess feminine energy in all of the world. We thank you. We give thanks for you all.